Thank you for listening to the SNL Fan Podcast, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And what I'll be doing in this one is I'll be reviewing the Ben Affleck and Kanye West episode of Saturday Night Live, the season finale. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Boom Boom Bang. Mr. Boom Boom Bang is an Atlanta, Georgia-based rapper slash producer that has two hot banging singles out right now. One is called Good Ones, and the other one is called Freaky Noize. And Freaky Noize, they're saying, is the strip club anthem of 2013. I'm gonna definitely put the links in the I'm gonna put the singles in the information box below so you can stream them, check them out yourself. And I also recently did a topic on the SNL Fan Podcast because Mr. Boom Boom Bang got his name for Boom Boom Bang and the ladies. And it basically, I asked the viewers, which SNL cast member, past or present, would you boom boom bang if you could? So definitely check that out if you get a chance. Check out that topic on the SNL Fan Podcast, and also check out Mr. Boom Boom Bang's music. All right, now let's get into this review. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste time talking about how this and that. I'm just get straight into it. First, the Al Sharpton, the cold opening, where Al Sharpton talks about the IRS and this and that. It was pretty funny. It was pretty strong. Kenan Thompson did his thing. You know what? Anybody that just doesn't like Kenan Thompson now is just hating. Kenan Thompson has definitely improved over the past, I say, 2 or 3 seasons, and he's kind of, I don't know, he's just gotten really better. Kenan Thompson wasn't that good at first, but now he's really strong and he's giving solid performances. And there's people that still don't like him because I guess they still have that sour taste in their mouth from when he first joined the cast, or they might just be tired of him because he's been on the show for so long, or they still can't get Good Burger and Kenan and Kel and all that out of their mind, so they still want to hold him to that. But Kenan Thompson has been performing really well this season. So and this skit was very good. I definitely like the graph part too, where you put up the graph about the IRS bothering white people and the difference. They bother the black people just the other day. I like that, the differences that he put that he put up there. And for you new viewers, I just want to let you know I'm always tongue tied. I don't know what's wrong with me, but my tongue wants to get in the way every time I'm trying to talk and do these podcasts. But I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Getting right along to the monologue. Ben Affleck's monologue was great. I say one of the best monologues of the season, in my opinion. I like how Jennifer Gardiner came out and they made fun of the whole marriage is work thing. And how he kept saying, yeah, because it's work. I like how he kept doing that. I like the cue card bit. But I also like him talking about he's joined, he's now a member of the Five Timers Club, and how Bobby Moynihan just came out there with a t-shirt with a 5 on there. Like, that's all you get. You don't get Steve Martin and all this and these big skits like that. All you get is is a clap and a thank you. But you know what? I want to say this. The difference between Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake joining the Five Timers Club, people were anticipating Justin Timberlake. People were like sitting back, crossing their fingers, and waiting on him to join. The fans loved it. And not only that, but Justin Timberlake seems like he's more part of the SNL family, like Alec Baldwin and Tom Hanks. Like he fits more in with that. Because Justin Timberlake, not only that he comes back to host frequently, but Justin Timberlake makes various cameo appearances. He's always shouting out Saturday Night Live. He's always, trying to do things with SNL cast members outside of the show. He really has I'm not saying that the other, multiple time hosts don't have that same kind of love, but Justin Timberlake just kind of just fit in. He kind of felt like he was a part of the family. He just didn't seem like just a guy that hosted 5 times. Ben Affleck is always a solid host. Don't get me wrong. He always has solid performances, even when the writing's not always that good. He always comes in and does his thing. But he just seems like he only comes around when he's there to host. I can't remember that many times that many times he's made cameo appearances. Maybe a few times, but he doesn't. When you think Ben Affleck, hosting 5 times. Like people, like Justin Timberlake, people were like, oh yeah, he's gonna join the 5 timers club. People were like, but with Ben Affleck, people were more like, hey, isn't this his 5th time hosting? I think so. I don't know. Let me think. I think didn't he? I don't know. This might be his 4th. That's how people were doing it. So you know. Well, yeah, that's just my opinion on that. But the monologue was very good, though. Um, let's see. Bobby Moynihan was very good in his monologue. And also, one thing I also like about Ben Affleck too is that he makes fun of himself, and he's not afraid to do that. He's not afraid to just poke fun of himself. I like hosts that come back and do that. Uh, let's see. The HBO First Look skit, it was pretty good. Fred Armisen, I don't remember him being this funny in a while. Fred Armisen did his thing in this skit, it was really funny. The Park McCar and Harvard Yard, like that was funny the first time, but when they just kept doing it, it just I don't know, they kind of wore it out. But Fred Armisen is good at wearing stuff out, including his welcome. But yeah, it was a pretty solid skit. Bill Hader's part in it was very good too. I also like Fred Armisen's acceptance speech at the end, where he was like, "Yes, marriage is work." That was funny. He did his thing, man. Ben Affleck was good in it too. Another thing too, there's a lot of gay sketches in this episode, and not only there were a lot of gay sketches, but there were just a lot of gay jokes, even when they're not a gay sketch. It was just kind of like just a gay joke thrown in there here and there. I've noticed that. The gay wedding skit was really good. I liked it. Talking about they had really funny jokes in there, talking about Bill Hader saying, "I'm usually the best dancer at the weddings." But at the gay wedding, they're already dancing to a choreography. They're already doing choreographed moves to a Beyonce song that hasn't even been released yet. They're already, they talk about Bobby Moynihan talking about how everybody's suit is matching and clean and oh man, that's something. And then 80 Bryan and Kate McKinnon, the lesbian wedding at the end, how they just, all right, thank you, I do, and they just kind of just kissed each other, had pantsuits on, and was walking dogs like that. That was, oh man, gay stereotypes. Yeah, they just get funnier and funnier. Um, yeah, yeah. Hold up. I think I missed something. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading off these notes. Let's see. The little old timey skit. It was funny. I liked it. Kate McKinnon was definitely funny in it. I'm 40 years old. I thought she was like a little kid or something. It was funny. Bill Hader talking about we will smack him over the head with a brick and take the money. And then the part where Ben Affleck was offering him a job, and and Bill Hader's character was like, "Oh, look, I got to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Can we do this like at 11 or something like that?" That was funny. It was pretty good. I don't think it's a memorable skit though. They didn't really kill the performances or anything. The gay camp skit, it was okay. Like I said, it's too much gay stuff, and it just wasn't that powerful. You know where they were going with this. It wasn't a bad skit, but it was just alright. It was okay. The gay camp thing. Let's see. I also like how Ben Affleck introduced Kanye West by saying, "The man you all came to see, Kanye West." Like instead of saying "once again" or what's the other thing they say? "Ladies and gentlemen, Kanye West." I'm sick of that. Change it up. I'm glad he changed it up. It looked like he was crying, like he's about to cry when he's about to introduce Kanye West. That was funny to me. I introduced like he had like a tear in his eye. "The man you all came to see, Kanye West." Justin Timberlake, when he introduced himself, that was good too. I like that. I didn't see that coming. I liked it. We went back when Justin Timberlake hosted. But anyway, getting back to this episode, like I said, I don't review the music. Kanye West, his performance was kind of weird. That's all I like to say about it. But there's nothing to take away from the episode. Getting a weekend update. Seth Meyers' jokes were on point. Amy Poehler was always on point. Is it just me? It look like Amy Poehler looks different, man. Maybe it's because she's just older, but Amy Poehler just looks mad. I don't know. Her face looked different. Her face and her mouth. I don't think she's gotten any work done because she's going in reverse if she did. Well, but then again, so did Cheri Oteri when she got work done. I don't know. Is she pregnant or something, or is she something? I don't know. Amy Poehler just looked different. To me, she did at least. The really was Seth and Amy. That was always on point. And when Amy came to stay, I liked that. Let's see. Seth Meyers' joke about the auction. It was sold to a man that had $1.9 billion. There's somebody that doesn't understand what money is. That joke. I got to use that myself. I got to insert that in something myself. The Stefan part was very good. Stefan. Well, you know what? I'm not going to really critique Stefan's jokes in this particular one because it's pretty much just a good way to end. Just like a good little signing off with Stefan. But it was good. I liked when they were in the wedding, and they had all those things that Stefan talks about. Like the Furkles, and the fat Urkels, and the midget cones and stuff like that. Those are some of the things. This club has everything. It has stars and moons, a child. You know what I'm saying? I like that. They had those things, those weird things that he talks about. The black chocolate and stuff like that. And Anderson Cooper. Oh my God, that was great. And he said, I'm going to give you an Anderson Cooper 360. And he turned around in a 360 degree thing. That was great. I like stuff like this. I like Seth Meyers came out of his element, he went away from the weekend update desk to do what he had to do. And I also like the all those weekend update characters, like Drunk Uncle and the girl you the girl you don't want to see at a party, and what's that, Jean K. Jean. I like. Oh my God, that was good too. When all those people came out, and they were throwing rice and things. It was very entertaining, and I'm definitely gonna remember that. I definitely like that. Let's see, the funeral skit. Oh man, I was a little slow the first time I saw this. I gotta admit to you. It took me like midway through the skit to realize that Ben Affleck was actually they actually faked his death, and Ben Affleck's character faked his death, and it was pretending to be somebody else at the funeral. I know it's stupid. I should have known that from the jump, but that's where they were going with this. But I don't know. I didn't catch on so quickly. But it was a very good skit. Everybody jokes. Okay, I guess we'll work on shapes and colors next time, class. Since I was a little slow on that one. Let's see. What else? When everybody's talking junk and he just kept coming back and saying stuff like that's not what Greg would done. That's and stuff like that, and no, that's not true about Greg and stuff like that. It's and how he kept giving himself away. That was pretty funny. Taran Killam was real good in it, playing the son. And so every time he answers his cell phone, he just says "whoops," "oops." Oh man, that was good. That was okay. Anyway, the models. Selling the handbags. That was good. I like this recurring character. This is one of Cecily's best recurring characters. They always have some funny, outrageous things to say in these things, and I always lean in to see what they're going to say next. And one of my favorite lines was Cecily saying she got banged through a glass ceiling, and she made it good for feminists everywhere. That was great. I got banged through a glass ceiling. And, turns out I'm a feminist. I made it. It made it easy for women everywhere. Like, as women are always talking about glass ceilings in the workplace and things like that. She got banged through the glass ceiling. That was great. It was a lot of funny jokes, man. In that this is pretty much when Vanessa Bayer, because Vanessa Bayer has been stinking this season, man. I'm being straight up, but this actually is one of Vanessa Bayer's highlights. These little things right here, these little model things that she does. Hi, I'm Brookie, and I'm the other one. You know, and they do that. This is okay. Christopher Cumbus, that name, that was funny. The part where Cecily saying she got banged up to heaven and a bunch of angels banged her back down to earth. They just get, oh my God, I want to see. I can't get tired of that yet. I hope they find another way to spin that, because that character's pretty good. And Ben Affleck, his appearance in it was good. Saul was solid too. The cops getting emotional at the engagement announcement thing. That was kind of it was okay. It was one of those one note, one joke skits that you get tired of it after a while, after you know where they're going with this. Fred Armisen's ending where he was doing the song, I like that. That's how Kristen Wiig's ending should have been. It should have been some little classy, little nice, little goodbye kind of skit, not some overblown, over the top, I'm better than the rest of y'all good farewell skit. Fred Armisen's farewell skit was just like it was great. You know what I'm saying? Fred Armisen been sucking this season, but this episode, it was pretty nice. It's like he turned around for this last episode of the series, where his last episode as a cast member, and it was great. And I like how other musicians showed up, and the chick from Portlandia, pardon me for not saying her name. It was just a good little loop around. Speaking of a loop, you noticed that I noticed this. Bill Hader's first episode as a cast member had Kanye West as a musical guest, and his last episode as a cast member had Kanye West as a musical guest. That's something. But yeah, that's how they need to do endings. Some little nice little classy piece that just says goodbye, and everybody says aw, and not Kristen Wiig's goodbye still makes me mad to this day that she got one like that. This episode was pretty solid. Ben Affleck's always a good solid host. He's not a scene stealer. He's not somebody that does anything over the top or does anything like he's like Tom Hanks a little bit. Like he just comes in there, plays his part, and then he's just solid. He's not like he's not a scene stealer. He just works well with the cast. And what I'd like to say about this episode overall is I'd like to say not gay enough. It just wasn't gay enough. Oh my God, this episode had too many gay stuff in it. But just like that Paul Rudd and Beyonce episode. Oh my God, that was just a gay episode altogether. But overall, it was just a good, it was a good episode. Also, too, I'm going to be ranking all the episodes, so definitely check that out in an upcoming podcast sometime later this week or whenever I do it. So yeah, that's all I like to say about that. Feel free to post your comments, post your opinions, below. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Boom Boom Bang for his singles Freaky Noize and Good Ones. Check them out in the information box below. Also, check out the topic we did. Which cast member would you boom, boom, bang if you could? Past or present. And that's all I'd like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.